The Detroit Red Wings held the 17th overall pick. They go with a Swedish defenseman, Axel Sandin Pellikka. Gil Martin here alongside our prospects expert, Hadi Kalakeche. And we're joined right now by Brian Fisher of Locked On Red Wings to talk about this pick. Brian, your initial thoughts on Axel Sandin Pellikka?
Yeah, I was saying he's probably the only defenseman I was comfortable with the Red Wings taking here in the first round, given what their needs are. The Red Wings are really shallow on the right side. He's a right-hand shot shooting defenseman, and he brings a huge offensive upside from the back end that this team desperately needs. And of course, if you're a Steve Yzerman Red Wings fan and you have a bingo card out, drafting a Swedish defenseman is always on the board. And like always, Steve Yzerman delivers on that one.
Hadi, what do you like about Pellikka's game? And I know you had him ranked a lot higher than 17th.
Yeah, no, I had him ranked 10th overall in my personal rankings. I love the offensive acumen on him. He just understands the offensive game so well. Off the breakout, I can't name you a better prospect in this draft. He just constantly hits the right targets, and he's not firing the puck up to the first outlet he sees. He's comfortable hanging on to the puck for just the right amount of time to find a second or third option off the outlet and just breaking out the puck with control. He's also comfortable doing it with his skating. He's a very, very fluid skater, very comfortable skater. You're not getting much out of him defensively, though. So if you expect him to be kind of a shutdown guy, you won't be able to turn him into that no matter how much you try, just because of his mindset with the puck. But overall, I just love the offensive game on him and just the understanding of when and where to hit his passes. He's going to be a fantastic breakout creator for Detroit down the line.
Do you have an NHL comparable that you would go with for him?
For sure, John Klingberg. Just in terms of the mindset with the puck, the aggressiveness offensively, the comfort just jumping into the rush and activating as a kind of a fourth forward. He loves to do that as well. And especially the manipulation from the blue line. He loves to move laterally and open up different shooting lanes. His shot itself isn't that high end, but he scores a lot of goals just by, kind of making the goalie move laterally one way, shooting the other, shooting through a screen, getting rid of the forechecker that's in front of him and just opening up a lane to shoot. So yeah, John Klingberg is the one that comes to mind, but obviously a smaller version of him.
And he sounds like a very mature player for his age.
Yeah, offensively for sure. His understanding of the offensive game is very mature and very refined. Defensively, he's extremely raw. He's going to need a lot of time in order to at least make that a baseline average, or at least not a liability of his game. But overall, just he already plays offense like a pro. As an offensive defenseman. Think an Eric Gustafsson, like I mentioned, John Klingberg, just the understanding of the offensive game being high end. But like I mentioned, you're not really getting a defensive defenseman out of him.
Brian, how do you feel overall about the approach to these picks so far by the Red Wings?
Well, I think they definitely drafted two areas of need. I think on the last one I said that I wanted them to go with winger at 17, but Scotty and I have talked a lot about, areas of need on this team. I mean, this team's still rebuilding. There's a lot of areas of need, but right side defense is one of the main concerns that we had. Center was one of the main concerns they had there. If you look at their depth chart, they really have basically 4 NHL caliber centers in their depth. And now with Nate Danielson added, they have another one that they can add to the mix to help compete and push Joe Veleno to maybe be a little bit better. If not, push him out of the lineup. Like, that's fine. Then you have Axel Sandin Pellikka. And like I said, they have next to nothing on the right side depth-wise. They have one true right defenseman, and that's Moritz Seider. Other than that, it's left-handed D-man playing the right side, and that's just not a recipe for success in the NHL. So I'm more than happy with number 17 especially.
All right. Well, for more on this selection and all the Red Wings' other moves in the draft and in free agency, tune into Locked On Red Wings for free wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. It's part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.